average siblings in an average family living a happy average life in that small town that nothing ever happens in.
Until one day, it does.
It's a parent's worst nightmare.
It's a day that changes who you are forever.
And exactly what happened will destroy this tight-knit community's trust.
Maybe a friend of a friend of a friend who might have become fixated with her.
And leave them pointing fingers at one another.
Rumors about people who are close to us.
The truth won't come easily, but prosecutors are determined to unearth the evil in their midst.
We will solve this case, find the person who did this, and bring him to justice.
You're looking through the eyes of a monster, seeing exactly what he saw the night he entered this Agawam, Massachusetts gift shop with murder on his mind. But just 4 hours before he'll walk in, someone else will enter this store. Her name, Lisa Ziegert.
She was the second of our 4 children. Curly brown hair, big blue eyes, and a wonderful giggle that if you heard it, you had to laugh. The smallest. She was tiny. She was only 5'2". She was not a big person, but she was big inside. Where it counted.
The 24-year-old is a teacher's assistant working with special education children. It's her passion, but it doesn't pay much. So like many teachers, Lisa gets a second job.
She started working in the gift shop. She worked there a couple of nights a week.
And on this night, as Crime Watch Daily first investigated, it's an average Wednesday for Lisa working behind the counter at Brittany's gift shop.
Her shift, which would start at 5 and usually end about 9 o'clock at night.
And like clockwork, one of Lisa's regulars stops in. It's her sister, Lynn.
I went into the card store, and it was a very slow evening for her. She was talking to me about what she wanted to do with her life, how she was feeling about, being an assistant teacher.
Lynn eventually takes off and leaves her sister to finish her shift.
A few people came in and out of the store. Not anything out of the ordinary.
Shortly after Lynn leaves, another customer stops by and makes a purchase, according to a receipt timestamped 8:20 p.m. Then, not long after that, a final customer pops in right as the store is closing.
9 o'clock, this customer comes to the store. The store looks like it's still open. She comes in, she looks around. Nobody's coming to assist her, which she feels is odd because the store is open.
After looking around for a few minutes,
she thinks she hears some type of a noise in the back area of the store. She does not investigate it. She then leaves the store.
The next morning, a co-worker arrives to begin her morning shift at the same gift shop. She too finds the door open, lights on, and
she notices Lisa's car is still in the parking lot.
But when this employee enters the store, right away she's unnerved by what she sees lying right next to the cash register.
She notices Lisa's pocketbook. She notices Lisa's sets of key is still there.
But eerily, Lisa is nowhere to be found. Frantic, the co-worker calls 911. At the same time, Lisa's family is flooded by worried phone calls from Lisa's school, where she was a no-show that morning.
No one is prepared for that. There's no way that you wake up in the morning or you go to bed the night before and you say, I think tomorrow is going to be a day that's going to change my life.
The Ziegert family races to the gift shop and finds it cordoned off and surrounded by police. Detectives on the scene interview Lisa's family and co-workers.
She was a very responsible young lady. This isn't somebody that just went out and didn't check in with friends or anything like that. They knew relatively quick that this is a missing person case.
A true nightmare. A true nightmare. You keep hoping that, of course, that, it's just a mistake and she went someplace and with someone.
But as investigators search the store, they make a chilling discovery.
There's evidence at the card shop, at that scene, there is evidence of a struggle.
In the back room, as seen on this actual crime scene footage, what appears to be shoe markings on a door, and
there is a small amount of blood at the scene.
Right away, investigators believe Lisa Ziegert isn't only missing, she was taken.
Everything indicated that she did not leave the store on her own accord.
But where did this abductor take the 24-year-old school teacher? Multiple law enforcement agencies joined the search for Lisa, including the Agawam Police, Massachusetts State Police, and the FBI.
I mean, everybody wanted this to end well.
Then on Easter Sunday and 4 days after the school teacher went missing, police get a call
From a resident indicating that he went for a walk with his dog in the woods and he believes he found some human remains.
They are the remains of a young woman who has been raped and stabbed. Shortly after the grisly find, a detective from the Agawam Police Department knocks on Dee Ziegert's front door.
He said, "We found her." And I went, "She's dead, isn't she?" And he had tears in his eyes. And I don't remember. I remember kind of going to my knees. The worst day of my life.
Coming up,
There's nothing that prepares you for that type of a scenario.
who killed Lisa Ziegert?
She always felt that somebody was watching her.
Watching her from afar, or perhaps up close and very personal.
There are rumors involving specific people. Lisa knew this offender.
And can science finally put a face on her killer? But detectives and even Lisa's own family take special note of the curious place where Lisa's body was discovered.
A rural area, no houses or anything like that around.